Do you feel comfortable like that though? I feel comfortable. Okay. What's up?
Hi.
Welcome to the Unpopular podcast. We finally chose a name. After last week we had no name. And we finally picked one literally right now 2 minutes ago. And we got a guest for episode 2.
Special guest.
A special guest. Shacobs.
Episode 2?
Episode 2. We don't even have episode 1 live yet. Because I couldn't figure out the name, so I didn't upload it because I haven't even made the YouTube channel because we need a name.
This is weird.
What?
I feel like I'm talking to the wall.
Yeah, we'll figure out later.
We should get like a table.
We should get like a cardboard cutout and put it right there, and I'm looking at over there.
Yes, because I feel like
I'm
just looking at the light.
Yeah, it feels a little bit... Well, if you want, you can like tilt your chair to look at me. Yeah, try that. Oh my god. I did a whole earthquake.
IKEA is not worth it.
No, this is a Walmart desk.
It's the same thing.
Here, back up a little bit. No, back up a little bit.
Back up?
Just a little bit. Okay, ahí está. There you go. Like, then Mark, now you twist this way a little bit. How did that feel?
He's half of him is not in the frame though.
Yes. How about now? Does that vote better? Does everybody fit?
Yeah, barely.
See, if you got the new iPhone, everything else will be
yes.
blurry.
Yeah.
We'll be concentrate on our faces.
Well, the new iPhone don't come out yet though, so we're gonna do
17th.
24th.
24th.
on 24th, so we have to wait.
So good.
Hey, so good. But anyways, we got.
Alright, this comes from a guy that's the 8.
We all have the 8.
I also have the 8.
We all have the 8.
I got a button.
We started having problems.
We all have the home button.
We all literally started talking.
See,
to
like my shit already froze. I was trying to open my camera.
I literally said like, didn't Apple
I
get
took a picture of your thought.
Didn't Apple get like a lawsuit for that? That they couldn't like. Didn't Apple get like a lawsuit for that?
They can't degrade the other iPhones because
So are they degrading this or what's going on?
it's just that fucked.
It's just old?
I messed up.
It's like when you try to use a newer app on an older software.
With all these updates.
Because it literally feels like it's not working. We all have the 8, and it's like
bad.
Literally, like I was telling you the other day, if I try to upload multiple pictures on Instagram, my app just crashes.
Dude, I have to charge my phone 5 times a day.
You know what's the only way I fixed it? And then it started overheating. You know what I went to go do? I went to go put it in the freezer for 5 minutes.
God
Once it was crispy cold, I was able to do it.
It's like, remember when the Injustice app will crash on you all the time?
The Injustice game?
Yeah.
I remember because that game was so ahead of its time for trying to run on
my shit now
iPod Touch.
It runs it so smoothly.
Really?
Yeah. I still play
on the 8?
Yeah, I still play.
It runs it?
Yeah.
I think it should.
I got so many characters.
Because that game came out, what's it called, when the iPod Touch 4th generation.
Yeah, I remember I played it on my iPhone 6.
Yeah, I remember you played on iPhone 6? And you played way late.
Yeah.
You played hella
No,
late.
I played on an iPod.
Okay.
But I also downloaded it on my...
Did you remember there was also a Batman game?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
Arkham?
Batman.
It was okay.
Batman Arkham Fight game.
I paid for a skin.
Really?
You got to get this retro like skin of Batman where like you get the blue and like the gray like the OG skin. I paid for it.
I was so good at the Injustice. My characters are so overpowered, then they came out with a new one.
Really?
Yeah, damn.
They came out with 2 Injustice games?
I think so.
Because I remember we used
The
to
Injustice 2 is really good. It's really good. The problem is your phone is really underpowered. Like it's got a whole movement counter power.
Really?
It's much more like intuitive. I was like, oh wow.
Damn.
Look at my characters.
What characters? Nah, it's just food.
I remember I think I spent money on to open a pack.
I did too.
You did too?
I got the red lantern.
That's
I
the
got
thing
yellow
too about
lantern.
the Injustice games too. Is that like the second one they added the red lanterns, didn't they? Or they had them in the first one too.
Yeah, they had in the first one.
That was pretty cool. But anyways,
I had all those Superman. Yeah.
I have Superman from Injustice 2. He's so overpowered.
Anyways, we got Jacob as a special guest.
I got Arkham Knight.
Shacobs.
We call him Shake-Up. He goes by Shake-Up on Instagram too. Instead of with the O, you put it with a 0, so you guys can find him like that. Shake-Up is my nephew, by the way, and he's just Mark's friend.
Homie.
I forgot I had it like that. The original Shake-Up was like some guy in the Middle East.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, it's funny because I wanted to find the name Reckless, and it's just some random kid from Atlanta that has it.
Oh, the way you spelled it?
Yeah, posted like 7 years ago.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if one day I can get that name because it'd be really cool to get that name.
See if I can get more.
You should get Mork. That'd be really cool. Just MORK.
I like mine though because it has my full name, which is an underscore.
Just an underscore?
No,
Mine does it too. I switched it recently. I'm surprised nobody had Giovanni _ Rosas. Nobody had that.
Yeah.
Unless somebody probably did have
I
it.
think it looks better without any numbers.
No, this guy's name is actually Shacob. It's Shacob Barnes.
Shacob Barnes. Shout out to Shacob Barnes.
He lives in the United States, bro.
He looks more Eastern though.
Wait, how do you know he lives in the U.S.?
It looks like the United, like he looks like.
How do you know that though?
No.
This fool could live in like Sydney, Australia, for all you know.
It's
You
a
never know.
sunset. It's a sunset.
It's a sunset in a random ocean.
They look American.
I don't know. This fool looks a little
Let me
Middle
tell
Eastern.
you. Let me look at the brands.
He looks a little
Follow
Middle
him.
Eastern.
Just follow him.
You should follow him and
Follow
be like,
him.
and be like, how much for the name?
Nah, he's got 700 posts. I'll think
Follow him. Follow him.
Really?
Yeah.
700 posts?
Nah, he's in the U.S. I don't know.
I feel like he's American.
You should just follow him for the hell of it
Shake-up Barnes.
and DM him. Let's do a battle of the shake-up. Whoever gets the name.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Any topic you want to bring up first? I have a couple.
I came a little unprepared. I don't think I have any topics.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I do have a topic, but it's pretty early right now going on. It literally has to do with what just happened last night. So, we talked about it a little bit last time, how we do live in California, and we were having the recall election coming up. But last night, they literally finished counting the most of the votes. They were 45% counted in, and then they said basically they were kind of calling it already there. But this morning, when they finished counting them, the recall didn't go through. So, we did get Gavin Newsom remain as our governor here in California. So, what do you guys think about that?
For me, it wasn't really surprising because I think me and Jake were talking about it before. I think after you left or something, but we were talking about it, and it was like, Jacob was like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed.
I wouldn't be surprised too, but I was very hopeful.
I was very hopeful.
I was very hopeful because the thing is, like,
I lost hope.
it's because the thing is that there's so many, like, COVID messed up so much things, and he did so much things in between COVID that, like, I just expected a lot from people. Maybe I put too much trust on people for them to wake up and kind of be like, bro, like, this fool's literally living by the principles of rules for thee, but not for me. Like, his kids got to go to school. He got to go to freaking restaurants, indoor, even though he claims there is outdoors. In the words of Joe Rogan, bro, there's a fucking chandelier above you. That's not outdoors. And he's like, he did all this stuff, and it's like, and then back when he was mayor of, I think he was mayor, I'm not sure exactly what he was, but he was part of something in San Francisco. Bro, he started the poop department.
What?
Yeah, San Francisco has a poop department.
What's that?
To pick up poop.
Oh, oh, the homeless. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you know your city has a problem, when you have your own.
We kind of need that in LA though.
I think we do have one.
Cause that's
I think it just started.
Oh, he started it and then like moved
I think more people started, like, other mayors started picking up on that too.
Remember when we went to the A house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A long time ago?
Yeah.
I saw a piece of like human
No,
feces.
I saw a piece of
And
poop
I saw like,
recently in LA.
dude, and for the worst part is I saw somebody step on it because it had an imprint. And I was like, oh,
that
poor guy.
Sucks.
Especially
I
because
hate even stepping on, like, even if I go out walking where I live, even stepping in dog poop, you're already like,
stepping on human poop is hit different though. Like, it's like that's like you step on it, you hit different.
you gotta burn your
It's
shoe.
like it's like it's like you effed up. You're like, what have I done? It's like, oh my, it's
It's
just,
a homeless guy, so you know.
and I
what
think
the
it
heck.
smells worse.
It does.
than dog
Human
poop.
feces smells worse.
Yeah,
It's
Typically.
worse. It's
disgusting.
It's like it's even worse.
Yeah, because they use like dog poop to like fertilize plants and stuff like that
Yeah.
in certain countries. Ain't nobody using human poop. Human
Well, you
poop
can
to
use your
fertilize.
own. You can use your own.
Can you?
I mean, it's just fertilizer.
I remember my mom was telling me one time that people like in like certain parts of like Mexico or
They
old
use
like
their own
ranches,
poop.
like they eat that shit or something.
No. That's what like I think it's bats or some type of like mammal that he eats a. That's for coffee. Like he eats the coffee bean, poops it out, and they use that to make the coffee. Supposedly really expensive and really good.
Really?
A
You know-
bat?
Like some type of mammal, really small.
Oh,
mammal.
an animal.
Yeah, a really small animal. I don't know if it's a bat or like some type of.
You know what's funny too? Freaking when my aunt one time when she was coming from Texas, she was going back to Mexico. She got stopped by TSA because they found some shit in her bag, and then the TSA stopped them like, "Señora, what is this?" Like they like, "Oh, like lady, what is this?" And she was like, "You know how it is. It's just a little poop from my plants."
What the?
She was
for her plants?
Yeah, she was smuggling like cow poop from Texas to take it back to
manure.
Mexico. Yeah,
Damn.
but it was a hell of a lot. I heard it was stinky.
Really?
Yeah.
The
The TSA
Where did
was
she
like-
put it?
She had like in a bag or something. I don't even know. Imagine TSA just pulls you over and it's like, what is this? It's shit.
That's disgusting.
It's called Kopi Luwak. Kopi Luwak is made from coffee beans plucked from the civets feces. This is bad news for civets. I don't know what that is. It's the world's most expensive coffee. It's made from poop.
Jesus.
Coffee? It's the world's most expensive coffee?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that it may be busting then. Because I don't like coffee. Except yesterday. Yesterday, my sister had coffee that she bought from Vallarta. Café de olla. Dude, Café de olla tastes
A
good.
cup of beans could range from $35 to $100.
Where do you buy it?
I don't know.
Who's paying that much for coffee?
It's ridiculous.
People paying $5 for Starbucks.
I wonder if it smells like poop too.
I don't think it would.
Like
if it
beans,
would, I'd be
beans.
nasty. I'd be nasty for that. But anyways, going back to what we were talking about, I didn't expect much from people who live in Canada. Like I said, I was very hopeful because anybody I talked to in the public or anybody I would talk to at work and stuff like that, the gym, everyone said the same thing. We're gonna recall them. We're gonna recall them. We're gonna recall them.
I think that's a circle. That's our circle. So
But the thing is, I was literally talking to random ass people. Random
That's
people.
true.
Everyone literally said, and this is not even from one side of the political aisle. This is people on the right, on the left, middle of the ground, people that don't even care about politics. They all kind of agree that like, oh, we're gonna recall them. I go on the IG on our city's Instagram page, What's Up SCV. They're literally flooded with people saying, why, how, like.
But did you see the vote? People were like, oh, thank goodness he stayed, and then it was like 40% like, oh,
I think
no.
there was. I think for my feed, there was like a lot of people like going against it.
Going against the recall?
Yeah.
Well, not a lot, but like there was a good amount.
Really?
Yeah.
Cause see, for people I follow, I only had a few amount, and it was only like a couple like people from high school.
I got to unfollow them.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was the same thing.
Yeah, it was just mainly people from high school
and work.
High school, yeah, and it's always young people. It's always the young boys.
I hate young people.
You're one of them.
Shut up.
Nah, Shake is gonna be 24 this year.
Check it, 24? 24?
So I don't even look like 22.
No, you didn't even look 16 when you were 16.
When I was 16, I looked like a freshman, and when I was a freshman, I looked like elementary school.
You're just a short kid.
Damn.
You're just a short, young looking kid. I wonder how Jacob's gonna look like when he's 30.
I'll be looking.
I'll
be looking 20.
How old is your dad?
49.
Your dad doesn't even look 49. He's basically 50.
He's gonna go through either two modes. He's either gonna look really young or he's gonna look old as fuck.
Yeah.
You know you're lucky though that your family doesn't have nothing like receding hairline type of thing. Actually, no, you do, don't you? You have like the.
I think.
Now they just have the big end. Like what's
I
it
think
called?
his dad does.
Like what's it called? Widow's peak? What is it
the
called?
Vegeta?
No.
Yeah, the Vegeta. Not bad, it's the Vegeta.
The Vegeta haircut.
Like yeah.
Oh shit.
It's not that bad though.
But that's the only thing I had.
Hey, look, he's getting kind of worse though, because he's.
The only thing with my dad, he's always had it, and people say, "Oh, you're gonna go bald." He's never gone bald.
I don't think you're going bald.
If he's 49 and because I think he still has a good amount of hair,
Yeah,
right?
He does.
He cuts it. He still cuts it.
Yeah.
Do you have good hair genetics?
Pretty good. I think I have the same thing. I have like a widow's peak. Once it goes up.
I have.
Huh?
You said we don't know. But
oh, that's true. But my mom has really good ones.
Yeah, she.
Most of my family from my mom's side has really good hair.
I know that I have good hair genetics.
Your dad's still
my dad's 66 and he still has like a full set of hair.
Yeah.
It's just kind of gray.
It's good. It's like curly.
Kind of gray. It's all gray.
It's all gray. Yeah, but my dad still rocks the hair.
You had a big issue in high school about having like gray hairs. How'd you?
I did. I don't know. It literally started going away once I started working out. I still have them every now.
You're chubby. Dying. You're dying early, bro.
My chubby ass in high school and junior high was just dying.
It's like when your body gives you small warnings. You get the heart pain chest. You're like, what's that?
Yeah, my body was.
Why can't I sleep? Why am I breathing so hard?
My body was like, put the Wingstop down. Stop going to McDonald's. Stop going in and out. Stop going to Jack in the Box. Dog, it's been 24 hours and you've gone to every fast food place in the world.
God damn.
Put it down. My body literally started aging right before my eyes and I didn't know it.
Imagine you didn't start fitness.
Dude.
What do you think you'd be
Sometimes
doing?
I wonder about that. I think I'd be pushing 300 pounds.
What do you think of it? Have you ever heard of Nico Avocado?
Yes.
What is it?
Imagine you be doing that.
I hate looking at him. I hate looking.
Who's Nico Avocado?
Google him.
I'm scared.
I think his name is
he was a
Nick
vegan
Avocado or something.
or vegan or vegetarian. I'm not sure. Don't quote me.
Just look up Nick Avocado.
He was a vegetarian.
He was
vegan.
super skinny.
He was super skinny.
And he had a boyfriend. His boyfriend was super skinny
he
too.
Loved
And
the
you're a celebrity? Oh.
He loved avocados.
All he does is mukbangs now.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Mukbangs?
Mukbangs.
Yeah. First picture popped out is him kissing another dude with a pack of ramen.
Oh my god. That's not kissing. That's.
This was basically eating him. I'll put it for the camera maybe because anybody can see it, bro. It's literally just kind of nasty.
Like he got so
the
skinny.
ramen looked good though. I ain't gonna lie.
And then he got so fat. Problem is, I think it's a fat. I looked it up. I looked at the pics. I'm like, dude, he's like, oh, I just shit myself. I like,
Wait, what?
Yeah, I just sneeze and shit myself.
You know what he
His
used
health
to say?
is so bad.
He used to say it's just water weight. His
Bro,
fucking
I
stomach out
hate
there.
when people say that. We have a friend. I'm not gonna say. Remember, he used to be like, "Doc, what I have is just baby fat. Give me 3 weeks of running and it'll go away." It's like, Doc, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
It does not work like that. Our
You
family
lose-
says that sometimes too. It's like, oh, I literally could just.
I know. I used to believe it sometimes. I'm like, I'm
Baby
big
fat?
bone. I'm big bone.
Yeah.
I'm not big bone.
I used to look at my
Yeah.
body and I used to be like, before I started lifting, I used to be like, okay, I could do this. By the time I'm 18, I'll be shredded. I'll turn 18 and we're not even close. I was like, damn. Yeah, but people always have the misconception. It's like, bro, it's just water weight. Stuff like, bro.
Not gonna lie, sometimes it is water weight.
But you could,
Sometimes.
you could lose water
Right,
weight
but not
overnight.
But
That
you don't
is-
see.
that
you
is
don't,
not water weight.
It's water weight, but you don't see the difference. Like how do I explain myself?
Water weight basically just
looks-
depleted. It's just water depleting from your muscles.
You're just like slightly small.
So you look flat.
That's
you just
about
look
it.
flat.
But if you're fat, you're fat.
Yeah. Like if I can grab a whole lump of fatty lard from your tummy or your chest or all that lower back here and I can just jiggle it. It's like, no, that's not water weight.
God, dude, that's bad.
Yeah. We have a problem in America with that. Everybody's walking around fat as hell.
Everybody's big bone and water weight.
Big bone and water weight.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. It's like with the whole like recon stuff like that, bro. Come on, like he closing down the gyms. That was like really.
Yeah.
That was really.
Yeah.
By the month of I say May, they pretty much figured out kind of how COVID worked. Even though they had kind of like
Suicide went up.
the suicide did go up, but there were still some things that we didn't really know about COVID. Like we still don't know things about COVID because this hasn't been around for too long. But for the most part, we kind of know like, bro, if you're like a healthy young individual, or even if you're not, even if you're old, like, and if you stay healthy, eat vitamins, work out, some odds are you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at this thing, a lot of people that tend to lean left or Democratic, and they asked them what do you think the mortality rate is for COVID? They think it's like 20% of people are dying, or like 50% of people are dying. And I'm
If
just
it
like,
was that big, it'd be like.
bro, that's
everyone
the
would
plague.
Everyone
That's
would make
literally
such
the
a big
plague.
deal about it.
I'll never forget it when it first hit the valley, and he just said, "You hit the valley." Oh my god! I was like, "How? Like, are the
COVID?
guys? Yeah, COVID.
Yeah.
And the guy, I asked you, like, are the guys like expecting the patient wearing masks, wearing hazard suits? What the? Like, no, the hazard suits aren't working. I'm like, what? The hazard suits are not working? Are you serious?
No.
He's like, it's in the air. So I'm like, oh my god.
I actually never forgot the first day COVID happened. Because the first day COVID happened, and I heard that they were shutting down some areas in LA because they discovered it. I literally said,
We're dead.
I literally said, like, you guys, I think this is a lot worse than it's going to be. And I think we're going to be shut down for a long, long time. And, yeah.
Shut down.
And then pretty much once I was like, guys, like, honestly, I think we're going to have to wear masks and all this stuff. I called it. I remember we were at the gym with Eric. And even Eric one time told me, like, recently, he's like, bro, I remember you called it. And literally, within an hour, the gym got a call from LA County. We were there at the gym, and the manager came up to us, hey, we're closing at 5, by the way. We're closing like 2 hours, and like you guys, so just letting you guys heads up, because we're going to be posting these things on the wall, that we're closing down from this date to undefinite. They said 2 weeks. Well, they said 2 weeks. 2 weeks to slow the spread, you know. 2 weeks to slow the
2 weeks to slow
Slow
the
the
spread. 2
spread.
years.
No, it took 2 years. 2 years to contain the spread.
I remember the last day of school, I didn't go to school.
Why?
I didn't want to.
You didn't want to.
I was literally we were talking with our English class, and it was me and Mark in the same class, and the guy's like, oh, it's okay, they have it contained, they're not gonna close the school, you're probably gonna have to be careful because supplies is running low.
10 minutes later.
No, I think the
Get out.
teacher said that we were gonna go online.
No, but he said like, no, for he's like, we're not gonna close, but if we do have to, we might just go online, doesn't matter. And on the last day of school, I said I didn't go. I texted Mark, hey, what did I miss? He's like, you didn't miss anything. We cut the class short, and there's no more school anymore. I'm like, what?
I remember that happened because I remember for like a week. I remember that was that 1 week where nobody almost did anything.
Yeah.
Every school was closed, gyms were closed, every store was just about closed, other than like your big retail stores like Walmart, Costco, stuff like that.
It was a grocery store.
And then like I remember it's kind of scary too because the mask mandate didn't go up yet.
Oh, we took a break.
Mhm.
Yeah, we took a break for a while.
We took like, what's it?
Yeah. Hold up, real quick. I'm gonna cut this part.
Is it kind of sensitive?
It's a little sensitive, but if you have it on the sleep mode, I think it'd be fine. Like you can't really hear that.
I kind of want this, but it's big, freaking big.
I
fan?
have the black version of this.
But where am I gonna put it? Like, it won't hit. Does it hit
your
you?
room's so small.
Where does it hit you? Does it hit you?
Yeah, it hits me. I use it pretty much all the time at night. You know,
So-
sometimes I forget to turn the fan off, and it goes days on.
Oh my God. That's good.
No, I have the black one. It has like a little bit more speeds, and whenever I'm playing, they just all towards
like,
me.
It isn't even. I actually put it on sometimes when I record for my gaming videos, and it doesn't catch.
It
the
doesn't
noise,
have like a silent mode. I think it's
no. It is.
It's
It's
a
sleep
white
mode.
Sleep white noise. I looked it up.
Yeah.
I have it on my Amazon card.
No,
Is
you
it-
should get the black one.
Why does it say white noise though?
White noise. It's
like
like just noise. It's like a fan.
Oh, okay.
So like I sleep.
'Cause
With
I remember-
white,
I
I sleep
remember-
with white noise.
I remember you sleep
It's
on white
constant
noise.
noise.
If this is on, bro, I sleep like a baby. If
Really?
this is not on, it's so hard for me to sleep.
It's hard for you to sleep in like pure
Yes.
silence.
I can do it, but sometimes my grandpa will be praying. I'm like, fuck. Because
You're trying to sleep out of nowhere. He's just Sara, poder de Cristo.
Because I want to pay attention to it. Like my brain's like whenever
To the
you
prayer?
hear something, I want to pay attention. Like crickets,
Yeah.
like I want to
It
pay
was
attention
so
to the crickets.
hard.
You know what's funny too? I've always had a problem too that I have to sleep with noise. So you know what I've been doing for years?
George Lopez.
Yes. I go to Pandora and I play the comedy like channel I listen to. I have two channels, a Gabriel Iglesias one and a George Lopez one, and I love it because I have a good library of likes that I've accumulated through the years. So I have so
I
much.
can't do that.
I have so much stuff.
I'll
like,
be laughing.
Yeah, I don't think
No,
I'll be able to do
one
that
time
either.
it happened middle of the night. I was sleeping and like my ear kind of like caught it, and I was sleeping there.
I can't do that because some of my favorite jokes are like there's a part like George goes to Ernie and Ernie's really fat. He's like Ernie.
But they don't tell jokes like that. It's like from the special.
Oh, you have a hell of a heart. Like you have a big heart.
But right now it's not working.
But right now it's working its ass off.
Yeah, no, it's not jokes like that. It's like jokes from like their specials. But things, they're all the ones I've already heard. So it's almost, it literally just noise. And the reason why I do it is because I can click the phone off and like this just keeps going.
Dude,
I prefer it over music. But the thing is that,
Okay, so
but the thing is too is what's it called that damn, where was I going with this? Oh, sometimes I have to adjust the volume perfectly because I can't have it too loud, but I can't have it too quiet.
you play it on your phone?
Yeah, and I leave it like right there next to like this little like thing while I'm sleeping. But this is the thing. Now I know when I'm falling asleep, when I no longer hear it
Yeah.
because my
Sometimes-
brain blocks it out.
Yeah, sometimes.
And honestly, that's kind of cool.
Sometimes I'll wake up because my girlfriend bought me my own like white noise maker.
Oh no
So
way.
because before I do it with my headphones, but
Yeah.
she bought me an actual thing that like lights up.
I remember you
and
slept
it-
with headphones for a long time.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
how you
like
do that.
it like lights up and like it gives white noise, and so when I wake up, I don't hear anything, and as I slowly wake up, I can start to hear everything. It's like your brain like will block it out.
see that's crazy because when I used to live in the Rainbow Market, I couldn't sleep because they'll be like
wait, where?
in the Rainbow Market.
Oh,
where-
you lived over there in the other part.
Dude,
Oh, really?
I'll be trying to sleep and all I hear is the freaking TV full blast, and I'm like, I check in the living room. These two guys are knocked out, and the TV. I'm like,
He's talking about his uncle and his little nephew, and
I'm
his
like-
little cousin.
I'm like, dude, like I don't mind you watching TV, but it's full blast, and you guys are knocked out.
remember when
And then they complain about the light bill. I'm like, it's been on for 8 hours.
I remember Jacob was
And
gonna
it's a
pull,
big TV.
you were gonna pull a prank on like your uncle and your aunt and like write like a
Oh.
freaking a letter that was gonna
Okay,
be
let me
like
explain
a,
it.
told-
It got to
me
the
that.
point
He
where I
told me
couldn't
that.
sleep at all. It would be okay. Regular people might sleep around 10, 12, 11. This TV will be on until like 3, 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. I just hear them around 5. John, my uncle, he'll be like, oh shit, I gotta go to bed. Josiah, he's like, Josiah, like, little 3 or 4 year old. And they had to carry him, take him to bed because his wife will appear and he will tell him, why are you not in bed?
For context, Jacob's aunt and uncle, they're my sister and my brother-in-law. My sister, his aunt, works graveyard hours, so she gets home from work at like 6 a.m.
6, 7.
Like 6, 7.
And they'll be sleeping in the living room on the couch. And I'm like, oh my god. And the thing is, it got to a point like I gotta stop him. I'll ask him, please, can you just put it down a little bit or turn it off? I don't mind. And I said, I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna write a fake letter. I'll get a stamped letter, email it, make it nice, and I could do it. And I was like, oh please, we have a warning. If this is I was gonna do 3 letters or 2. Warning, another warning, and then a fine. A fake fine.
A fine?
Yeah.
I know you're gonna go that far.
How
Yeah.
would they pay it?
You should just give Jacob's PayPal account.
I was thinking about like giving
Take it,
like,
Amazon.
you have to pay a $20 fine. And then if it goes too bad, a $40 fine. Like it keeps increasing. And then the funny, I was gonna do it that week. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this today. And then the next day, they get an actual warning from the neighbors upstairs. Like, yo, you guys are too loud. We have a newborn baby. We can't sleep. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
They're in bed by 9.
They're in bed by 9. See, like I don't care if people go to bed late. Just
Do you
like
think do they listen to TV that loud?
Yes.
Do you think
Bro,
it's because John's ears are like not as good?
Dude,
Because for whatever reason, my dad listens to the TV so
no,
loud.
my dad.
I don't know why.
Bro, when my dad gets home, this TV is on a volume 100.
what I don't know is like he be sleeping. Hold on, he be sleeping with headphones and TV loud. I'm like,
No, even at the shop, my dad's little TV he has there when he's just there watching it. Bro, volume 100. I can hear it before I even walk in the office.
Damn.
And I walk in, I'm like, oh my god, it's so annoying. It's like I have to turn it down to like 50.
Jeez.
like sometimes I'm loud. I get it. Like if they tell me yo, can you keep, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
'cause they used
I get it. I'm loud, but sometimes I'm like,
Shake up a little ratchet. It's because he used to tell me too. It's like, oh, I don't complain at Jacob that he's so damn loud at like 2 a.m. like playing video games. Fuck yeah!
I don't scream that much anymore.
They used to say like he used to scream on stuff. Those were only Jacob's Fortnite days.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah,
it.
that's about the Fortnite days.
Fortnite days.
You know, I was telling Jack the other day. I just recently went through back and copied it on my PS5 SSD so I can play the new season because I want to try it out. I wanted to see what was going on. I
They're
quit
doing Naruto as a.
I heard it's like a leak. I don't know if that's doing
Does
it.
it come out yet?
It doesn't come out yet. It's like gonna be like that secret.
They
like,
got
skin.
Carnage.
Yeah, they did have Carnage, and I saw it. But anyways, they have this thing right now going on in the map where like I think it's random. I'm pretty sure it's random. I heard it's random because I even saw FaceClan make a meme about it. But in the map, it literally lights up on fire randomly,
The hell?
and it does damage to you. I almost died because of it, and then a team found me, and I died.
Damn.
And I was like, Cap, I'm not playing this. I heard a lot of people are like not playing
They
this season
added
because of it.
so much weird stuff.
Literally,
They should've just
Fortnite
kept
is
it back
so
to
crazy.
normal.
I was telling Jack, it's like, you know how like they have like the arenas mode, which is like a competitive mode. What they should do is that they should make the OG map that. If you're gonna play comp, you gotta play with like basic OG stuff. I think that would make it so much better. That would make a lot of like players come back because they'll only play like comp,
Yeah.
and only good players will be there. Like all the kids that just want to play like just for the fun of it, they're gonna be in the regular maps.
I don't like all
I'll
the
be
extra
with the
shit.
kids.
With the kids and the bots playing it.
Forgot about that. They added bots.
Oh,
I
know.
remember when they first added boss, we all thought we were good. We're like, damn, we won like 5 years in a row, bro. We just got to your gamers, brother. Then I found out they were boss. I was like, you know what? It explains a little bit because they were missing too many shots.
It was like
Should've
monkey something. I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah,
not-
the names. You could tell by the names. It was just like Monkey Keen 55. Like that's a bot right there.
They should have brought Fortnite back to the good old days.
Fortnite back for the good. What do you guys think Fortnite started being good?
Stopped?
Yeah,
I think it was like season
to X.
10. Yeah, after season 10.
really? Because I think it was before.
Really?
I say season 6.
It was tolerable.
It was tall.
It was tolerable up until season 10.
Yeah, once they changed it to chapter 2.
I
is
think
when-
the one after the
They
shopping
lost
carts.
a lot of people.
after the shopping carts.
Yeah.
When did they have the shopping? Well,
Shopping carts.
Shopping carts and golf carts.
Yeah. The golf carts weren't that bad. Yeah.
the golf carts were cool.
I think after they started adding the
When they had
airplanes-
them, I liked the airplanes. I was one of those weird
No,
guys.
I
that
remember.
liked
I think
them.
when they added those robots, those
the
mechs.
mechs, season 10.
Yes.
They're so overpowered.
Oh, season 10.
Yeah.
I feel like
No,
that
it
was
wasn't
before
season 10.
that.
It was one before.
No, it was season 10.
Because they even took
It
them
was
out and
season
brought them back.
X.
Oh, there was?
It was season
I don't
X.
think it was X.
Because they added it with the
No.
neon tilted.
No.
Bro,
Because season
X.
X was the cube. I think that was before the
No,
cube.
no. You Kevin the Cube?
He was
No,
soon.
bro.
That
Kevin the
was
Cube was
soon.
season
That was-
5, bro.
that was soon.
Bro, that was season 5. Because remember
That was his pinnacle.
No, because
that was
they-
the, like
Yeah.
top
No.
pinnacle.
They added the cube in season 4, and it didn't take fully form until like season 5. Because remember they added it with the superhero
Yeah.
thing, and they had like a Thor's hammer.
That was season 4 though.
Yeah, and then after that, I'm pretty sure that's when the cube popped up because it magically popped up because the lightning bolt came down in like Palm Springs or something like that. I don't even remember how.
Remember we believed that they couldn't do superheroes because of rights and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Now look at
and then
this.
once we
New
stopped playing,
superhero.
look at them now.
Now look at them.
Look at them now.
I'm like, what we wanted was like a regular skin.
All I
and-
wanted was the Captain America shield on my back for my character when the Avengers of mode originally came. That's all I wanted. I would have paid $20 for it.
We all wanted like a skin, like superhero skin. Then all of a sudden,
Or a Mjolnir as like a pickaxe. That
we'll
would
get
be
it.
so
like,
good.
It's ugly sister. Like it looks familiar, similar,
Yeah,
but it's
I
not.
remember that.
But it's
I
not
remember
her.
they did that,
Not
yeah.
her.
Yeah, it was so bad. Fortnite was good. Fortnite was
Fortnite was
I
phenomenal.
still think Fortnite was the best battle royale to this date when it was at its peak.
Yeah.
Now, I like to say it's Apex, but then I go back and play Apex and I'm just like, oh god. I actually don't know what's the best battle royale right now. I think they're all trash. Spellbreak.
Spellbreak.
Spellbreak was good.
What about Warzone?
Don't.
My
No, Warzone's
gosh.
not good. Warzone is the
It
one
got
of
to
the
the-
worst battle royales.
It's not the worst.
It's not the worst. I played some pretty bad ones.
Still pretty
Freaking
fun.
Realm Royale. Jesus, that game's so bad. You looking at it, you just hear the name, you're like, that shit sound trash.
That sounds like trash.
I remember you and Zach will play that. And
No. Zach wanted me to play it, and he
Because
said,
it wasn't the only game he was good at.
and he said, bro, this is better than Fortnite. And I'm like, what?
Well, it's because he was bad at Fortnite. That's why.
He's bad at every game he plays. I was like, bro, it's there's no way this game's better than Fortnite. I think Realm Royale, I don't even know if it's still going. I think they might close down the servers. I don't think so, actually. I'll make cap. But Warzone's atrocious. So, like, little content. I recently got back into Call of Duty because Shacobs and, like, the game.
We got
the
into
game,
Rebirth.
The game guys, they wanted to get me back into Call of Duty. And I was like, you know what? I'll give it a chance. And luckily, Rebirth is a game mode right now, which is pretty much, for those who don't know, it's 4 players, 3 player. Well, it's technically 4 players, but you can spawn in with as many people as you want under 4. And you go on an island. And you pretty much fight to the death, and the
Alcatraz.
map gets circled, and it's not Alcatraz.
It is Alcatraz.
That's not Alcatraz.
Based off
Kind of based on Alcatraz. But the map gets like smaller and smaller, still like a regular battle royale, right? But essentially, you can keep spawning in as long as your whole team hasn't been completely wiped. So I actually like the concept, but my problem is like I get burnt because it's like the same thing over and over again, and it's starting to get predictable. We're gonna land in Nova. We're gonna land in Chemical. We'll end up at prison, at the top. Somehow we'll end up there. That's literally how the game goes every
and
time.
we lose.
I remember. I remember when we would play Fortnite. I remember days we would play like 8 to 10 hours.
It was so
straight.
unpredictable. Fortnite was so unpredictable.
Oh, Landmark, what you got? I got a great tack. What did you got? I got my pickaxe. What did you got?
I got grenades. But like, and then every now and then we go try Warzone, like Verdansk, like the actual battle royale. And the one time we played, we found a cheater. Well, we all died, and literally Z came back from the gulag. He's like, "All right, boys, I'll bring you guys all back." He jumps off the ship, come down, he dies instantly.
We won one time.
We won one time.
We all died. All right, we all died, and Jack grabbed the most wanted contract, but he was in the hospital, the highest point. Then he dropped down, and we all brought back.
Yeah, so
we got lucky. We all killed a guy.
So
got
for a
their
little
guns.
bit of context for those who don't know, when you get the most wanted bounty, you become the most wanted person on the map, and people can see where you are. But if you survive the timer, all your crew comes back.
Yeah, we came back, and then we got lucky. I think we all got one guy. We killed him. We took his loadout, and we were able.
That was good enough stuff. It was
We were good.
enough.
It was enough.
It was enough. We needed it.
and we won.
We won. Cool. Yeah, that was it. Winning a battle royale game, though, match is like definitely for sure beats anything I have like.
But you need like 45 minutes.
The only time.
Really?
Oh yeah, if you play
For a
D,
full match?
yeah, for a full map you need 45-minute match.
God
It's like
damn.
Battlefield. You play
Oh, yeah,
you like remember Battlefield take
Yeah,
forever.
Battlefield, right,
I still say though to
45 to 5. Because you might die in 5.
wow. Oh, 45.
5 to 45 minutes.
Maybe 3.
Well, it could be 1, maybe 2. But I still think though, like when it comes to satisfying like competitive multiplayer, I still think there's nothing that beats going flawless in Destiny on Trials. 7 matches of non-stop
Until you
losing.
face freaking sweats. Oh, my
Oh, you
God.
face us. We are the
I
sweats.
was so close one time.
Yeah, Jacob
Do
was
you
so
think?
cool.
Do you think Destiny isn't predictable, or is it unpredictable?
It's unpredictable.
Why?
Because sometimes duels don't go as you think. Sometimes you think, oh, okay, I got this guy right here. It's a 1v1 duel. I know where his homie comes up. But then I know where sometimes you might get your grenade charged exactly when he comes out. And you can throw it, give him enough damage. And it's like, it's just like, it's... I still think Destiny 2, when it comes to a first-person shooter, it's the best one that when it comes to, like, you can actually duel somebody. Call of Duty, I don't feel like you can duel somebody. That's my problem with Call of Duty. I literally feel it's just gonna come down to who sees each other first and gets to shoot
Sometimes.
first. Well, sometimes. While Destiny, it's like the way getting into cover is so much more fluid and like it's just the movement's so much like a quicker type of thing to get into cover, and then some of the characters have abilities to like help them get into cover. So like for example, like the hunters, you can literally dodge, and then with the warlock, depending on your subclass, you can also have a dodge. It's like or a titan, you literally just hold circle or whatever your keybind are, and then pop a shield, and now you're good because now you have cover that's with you. So it's like it's always kind of like you always have to stay on your toes when you're playing Destiny. That's what I like about it. Opposed to Call of Duty, it's like I saw him, I shoot, he died.
That's it. Well, in Call of Duty, it's true. Call of Duty, if you get the first shot in, you're
Most likely you're done.
most likely.
Yeah.
But
In Destiny, all the time I get shot first.
that's
and
why I like
don't
Modern
always
Warfare.
lose.
Modern Warfare, you could hear the footsteps like, oh shoot, he's right there. I got it. I just dodge and I get him. But the thing is, the new COD, I don't like it. You can't hear nothing.
Yeah, the
Really?
new COD is
You can't
so
hear
bad.
nothing. People complain about Modern Warfare like, oh my gosh, you hear footsteps, you hear the doors. I'm like,
That's good though.
I kind of like that though. Like he's
I'm
right,
that person.
he's right behind me. I could hear him.
Yeah.
Then they tone it down a bit. Then they tone it a little bit more.
The thing about the new COD is the TTK is so damn fast.
It's
It's
really
insane.
fast.
Really?
You die in like 2 hits.
Jesus.
And then the thing is that people are starting to realize that the bullets literally break the area around you so quickly that they start shooting like literally we spawn in, they're already shooting at you.
What the hell?
It's like so.
Because there's more breakable items.
Yeah,
There's
that's what I
breakable
meant.
walls.
The items are so
The
broad.
breakable walls, and they
Oh.
can shoot through the walls. I'm like,
Jeez.
Yeah, it's
the problem is when the TTK is so fast, it doesn't give you a chance to use other weapons. Like sometimes I want to be running with a sniper, or I want to be running.
You
with
can't.
I'll be running with a pistol. I can't.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. How did we get here? We were talking about the governor. we were talking about Newsom and stuff like that.
Talking about Fortnite.
Talking about Fortnite. I mean, since we started talking about video games, we can like lead it on a little bit more to like video games.
I was gonna ask
Since we
you,
have Jacob. Jacob's like a big video game
in
guy.
the car when we were leaving. I said, what games came out this year that were good?
That is
Except
true.
Ratchet and Clank,
Well, this year's had a lot of.
Except
okay, you are.
Tales of Arise.
Okay, are you talking about video games that were good or just big games in general that came out this year?
Both. Big games in general, good. Or you got Tales of Arise.
Well, I
and
guess you have
Ratchet and
Returnal. Depends who you like.
Clank. Returnal is good.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but I see potential.
Then, I mean, obviously, Outriders was a big game, but not for everybody.
I forgot about Outriders.
Man, that came out this year.
Yeah. Then you had Scarlet Nexus.
You guys kind of forced yourself to finish it.
We did.
No, but I enjoyed my time when we played it together. That's exactly how that game was supposed to play.
I mean, I did, but it was just, I just got to the point where I was like, bro, we can't do this shit. Like,
It was so hard.
I'm convinced you can't play that game by yourself.
Ah.
I'm convinced.
It's
you
so
can't.
hard to play by yourself. We literally need each other. But essentially, that Scarlet Nexus.
That came out this year.
Yeah, it came out in August.
Okay.
Yeah. What else came out this year? Any shooter came out
Miles
this year?
Morales was last year because
Miles Morales was last year.
It was December.
It was December. It was like December time when it came out. November actually.
Yeah, it was in Christmas
I don't.
because they did
Is that
Christmas.
it? No, that can't be it. I mean, there's a lot of like games that came out, but they're a lot smaller games like Chivalry 2.
Ratchet and Clank.
Right? Yeah, we said Ratchet. Like Chivalry 2, Samurai Warriors. See, these are like games that like you wouldn't like.
Nobody would play.
Nobody, not like
Nobody
the masses
like
would play.
no way. Nobody that's like
The casual gamer will play.
casual people will play it.
Yeah, it's more like your video game heads, like us, that like we know, like we're in the know in the industry and stuff like that. Like we kind of like know what's going on. It's like that will play these games. But like you're gonna look them up.
No, I'm looking at something else. Another game I'm really interested in.
I don't think there is much that came out this year.
It's about
Because they came
The
out
second
with a
half
lot
of the year is popping.
They
though.
came out with a lot of like director's cuts and like remakes and like all that.
Like what? Oh, the Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost, Death Stranding. Well, a lot of other games
They
got like updates.
they
like
made an update for-
Horizon.
You're talking about more like updates for like
Yeah.
just for better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But
It is the game I want.
which game is that?
Black Myth Wukong.
Oh, that
the monkey
was-
one?
The monkey one?
Dude,
Good.
Dude,
The Chinese
one?
one?
Unreal Engine 5.
Dude, no, that game looks insane.
It looks scary.
It's made by a Chinese studio. The Chinese studios, they've been putting out heat.
Yeah.
They have this other game coming out that it kind of looks like Devil May
Attention
Cry.
to detail.
They pay a lot of attention to detail. I mean,
Mhm.
living in communist China, they kind of have to, right? They got nothing else to do.
That's true.
Nah, I'm just joking.
That
But
one was pretty crazy then.
yeah, but I mean, there's a lot coming out for the second half of the year though, for sure. Like right now, we're in September, and
What do you
I
got?
mean, everything got delayed
What do you
next
got?
year.
So
we're
Yeah.
like 5 days from now, we're gonna get Kina, the Bridge Spirits.
That's true.
When?
Kina,
The
right? The
20th.
20th.
That looks really
What
good.
day is it? We're like the 16th or
I
something.
think today's the 15th.
15th, 5 days from now.
That looks really
What else?
October, you get Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6. You get the Demon Slayer game. You get
Demon Slayer.
Battlefield.
good.
You get.
Oh, that's what I wanted to win.
Then you get Call of Duty in November. Then you get Halo in October. December. We are looking forward to.
I think that's it.
Out of all
Because
those games,
Dying Light 2 got delayed.
Dying Light 2 was December 6th.
Diablo December 5th. Diablo 2, Resurrected. If you're into that, I played the demo. I didn't really like it. Or
I think that's it.
Kind of like beta
That's
thing.
the only
The only game
coming
you
out
said
next
was
month.
just Akina and
Skyrim for PS5.
We're not
coming.
playing that shit, bro.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it. Bro. I don't
Akina
care.
freaking.
That game needs to stop.
No, it
Someone
doesn't. No. No,
Skyrim needs to stop.
no. It's gonna be on the.
Oh, we
It's gonna
might.
be on the PS6. It's gonna be on the
might.
PS7.
Oh wait, forget about it. I thought we were gonna get the PS5 Witcher 3 upgrade, but we didn't. It's next year.
But
Next
you're still not even
year.
gonna get the freaking Cyberpunk update this year.
Nah,
They got
nah,
delayed,
nah.
I think.
Cyberpunk
To
It's not ready.
it's not right. I don't even know how they launched that game like
One of
that.
the things. Remember when I told you? I'm like,
Me and Jacob both called it.
I call it like.
Well,
months in advance.
I called it because the game was first person. When I saw the
I
game
didn't call
first
it because
person,
it was first person.
no, I did. When I saw the game first person,
I didn't like how it was in first.
I saw a
person.
game of that big of ambition, or what they were doing. I was like, really, dog? First person shooter though? Like for real?
Yeah.
Is it at least multiplayer? Can I easily do co-op with my homies? No. I'm like, got me
No,
crap.
I looked at it. I'm like, I would have preferred third person because you get to like
I think it would've been
appreciate
so much better.
everything else.
I just don't like first person like games
You'd
like
be
that.
looking around like, damn, that car's flying. Damn, those lights. It's like, remember Blade Runner? The Blade Runner movie was
Oh,
okay.
2022?
Dude.
It was okay.
I don't even remember it. I
I
remember.
don't. I don't.
I watched
I-
it with Z and I fell asleep.
I
We both did.
I did not enjoy it. People might criticize. I did not. I was like, okay.
Nah, bro. I still think
But
Blade Runner was trash.
The world was really interesting.
I don't even remember, bro. I
It was
fell
like
asleep.
futuristic. I was like, all right, that's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool. But that's it. Yeah, they had like a big budget.
I think the world for Cyberpunk could have been so cool. They just fucked it up.
There's a lot of games like that have really cool worlds and then they're effing up the game. Like Godfall, one of them. We were just talking about Anthem. Anthem's amazing.
Bro.
Anthem was one of the... Anthem legitimately, I hate to say this, that was the only game I've ever seen that was like, damn, you probably could have been the Destiny killer.
It's funny. I was like,
Unfortunate.
like for Anthem and Cyberpunk, I was like, you told me, why didn't you buy it? I'm like, I don't know, something.
It's like God just came down in my dreams and tell me, don't buy it.
I played the beta and I was like, ooh, this beta is good.
For Anthem?
Yes.
Yeah, we played together. We beat
And I
it.
was like, this is good. And then I'm like,
You and me are the only ones we beat Anthem. We beat it together.
yeah. And I was like, I shouldn't buy it. And I didn't buy it. And I realized you guys.
Because I remember I had fun in the beta.
Yeah,
the
the beta
was
was
really
really
fun.
But
But
everything in the game, like the customization with like the color
The
system,
javelins.
the javelins, like the armor, like
I
the
love the
abilities,
flying.
everything was
Flying
so
was
good.
so much fun.
And the flying was amazing. I would have loved to see how like a PS5 version of Anthem would have run.
I remember when I saw the trailer when he goes in the water. I was like, oh,
Dude, that was so good. And then you saw the
It looks smooth.
Yeah.
It looks smooth too.
yeah, and then like they had like the cataclysms where like the freaking like the it'd be like a storm.
like I was hoping Anthem would come back, but it
No,
died.
they died.
Died.
They pulled the trigger on that.
Same thing with Cyberpunk. I looked at it. I'm like, it looks too good to be true, and they're pushing it hard. That's my rule. When
They
somebody
put
pushes,
Keanu Reeves in there.
they will put Keanu Reeves, and they push it too hard to the point I'm like, what is going on? I'm gonna get
It
skeptical.
was like that with the Avengers game too. They pushed it really hard. I remember when around the time the Avengers came out.
I don't know why they decided to make Square Enix develop that.
Yeah, Square Enix is
Pretty
not
bad.
the company to do something like that. Square Enix is literally the company to make stuff like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Like stuff like I don't remember what was the last good Square Enix game that I played that was like not of Final Fantasy.
Tomb Raider back in like 2013.
Who makes Tomb Raider now?
Square Enix,
They do?
I think.
Square Enix, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, so they're capable of doing stuff
They're
like
good.
that. But it depends on the studio they pick from Square Enix.
Yeah.
For example, like the Avengers game, I still think it would have been a much better game if they had like just like a story game. If it was just a story game.
I would have been fine if they made a Telltale game, bro.
I don't know about all that cheap. I don't like the Telltale games that much.
I think it depends because the Walking Dead one was really good. That shit made me cry.
Oh really?
But the Borderlands one I did not like it. The Batman one, I did not like it. So
You
I think
played them?
Yeah.
Like fully?
Not fully. I played it until I couldn't do it anymore.
Publisher.
I heard
The
the Batman
Borderlands,
was
the Borderlands one was really bad, bro.
Really?
Yes, I did not like that.
I can't believe you actually played those games. I didn't know you played them like that.
They were good.
Really?
Yeah, they were really good.
Wait, you said you played the Batman one?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I didn't really like it though,
Oh.
because the only one I liked was The Walking Dead. That was it.
I heard The Walking Dead was really. I played like the first couple chapters. I'm like, oh, this is good.
I forgot you guys like The Walking Dead.
I love The Walking,
Walking
Dead.
Dead's
I'm waiting
phenomenal.
for season 10.
I think I might like it if I
Right.
give it a chance. I just never have.
All right, I'm biased.
It is good.
I'm biased because I grew up with The Walking Dead, but after like season 5, 6, I'm like, what's going on? Something's
I
weird.
think it just took a weird turn.
It took a weird.
See, for
turn.
me, that's how I am with Arrow. I
But
grew
if
up
you
with
watch the
Arrow.
first season, ooh, the first season hit different.
Yeah, to the first.
I never
season.
even seen Breaking Bad. I
I've
remember-
only seen episodes of Breaking Bad.
I remember
but
like
people
that.
love
I
shit.
remember
Breaking
like-
Bad is so good.
I remember like that era of like those two shows, like they were head to head. Like every like weekend or stuff like that, coming back from school, people were like, did you watch a new
every,
Breaking
like,
Bad episode? Did you watch a new Walking Dead
Sunday or
episode?
something,
Yeah, every Sunday or something. Like
I
people
remember
will come back.
in The Walking Dead there was rules like don't shoot a gun because all the zombies will come. Then Season 5, everybody's shooting guns. Everybody's like, it's like the Wild West. Like those rules don't apply. And then by the end of the season, like nobody's shooting guns. Like what's happening? We ran out of bullets. And, like
they never make their own. They started making their own.
They kind of stopped that, but they never explained why they're not shooting guns. So one later, like, oh, bullets are running low. I'm like, oh, like why you never said this?
What do you guys think is the best place to survive for a zombie apocalypse? So you're talking about The Walking Dead.
Home Depot.
Because we used to talk about this back a lot in junior high. Home Depot's not a good, it's not a bad spot. I say a mall. Depends how many people you have with you.
No, because what if there's so many people there?
Yeah, because the infected get there. Remember, I didn't play the game, but the one game you make weapons.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Yeah, Dead Rising.
was in the mall?
The most deadliest place was in the mall though. Sometimes. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think a school would be good. School because it has
He hasn't seen The
like
Walking Dead.
gates and stuff like that.
Or Last of Us.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
all of those places are like the worst.
Because when it comes to an emergency, they all go to schools. They all go to schools to.
And once there's a zombie outbreak,
and
pretty much everyone's dead.
everybody there gets
That is
infected.
true.
Last of Us 1, it was
They
just
have no
suck
guns.
it.
I think it just depends on what you're trying to survive with. If you're trying to survive
Gotta
with
go
like
to-
a crew or it's just yourself.
A prison.
Gotta go to the White House.
That place got the
People,
underground
guns
bunker.
everywhere. Exactly.
That secret underground bunker.
Exactly.
Underground bunker. I don't really have one. That's what Sleepy
You
Joe
know
was
what I
slipping
keep
to.
thinking is a good place? A gated community.
I think so.
I think so too. That could be it. Because they have multiple houses, so you can have a house for like the sick, for the people who are or
It's
like
like-
the elderly.
It's Alexandria from The Walking Dead. It's a
Yeah,
gated
yeah,
community.
Alexandria.
Oh really?
And it's really nice. It's all nice houses and stuff.
Got a golf course and stuff. Casually, people just
No,
golfing
they
at
take
5
exactly, and they
a.m.
take the golf. Not a golf course, but like the grassy areas, and then make them into like garden areas.
Oh, you could. Oh, that's genius. I didn't even think about that.
Food.
But see, you could do it for the school. We're not at school.
But schools infected with people.
There's a lot of people at schools.
People go to, like, if one of them gets infected,
I think
it's over.
in college, you know, when they have like natural disasters, everyone always says go to the school because it's the safest place.
Yes.
So people will want to go there during a zombie apocalypse.
They got
It's
the
like
rooms,
who has guns,
Yeah.
space.
who has this and that. Let's say like one person gets bit, and then that one person gonna bite
It's over.
like 5 other people. Yeah,
Should be like,
that's
it
it.
should be like World War Z though, when you have like the newspapers and stuff like that. When I first saw that in World War Z, I was like, this was a genius.
Like in Last of Us, the places you go is a school and then a college, and both those places, everybody's dead or infected.
Yeah.
Damn. So definitely not a school.
No. it's
Or a
not
mall.
School. No.
Or a mall.
But what about if you're trying to survive with the
Or
community?
a hospital.
people?
Community.
Hospital, I don't really think I want to go there just because it's creepy.
Hell no.
Just because it's creepy. Going there going there now is creepy. Like shit, I'm here. What's wrong with you? I got a cough, but I don't want to be here.
Probably already got zombies in there.
Talking about hospital, I remember when we're like, oh my god, if we get COVID, we can't go to the hospital.
Why would we say that?
I remember we used to believe like, oh my gosh, it's so dangerous. You shouldn't even go to hospitals because you might get COVID.
Dude, I remember when COVID first came out. We thought, you know, I didn't want to.
I stopped believing. I stopped believing
for the
in COVID.
first week. I didn't even want to drive with my window down.
Really?
Yeah,
I was.
'Cause I thought it was in the air.
I was never that scared. I was never that scared.
it's not that I was scared
The
for
only
me. I just
reason-
didn't want to get nobody else sick in my family.
Yeah, that was the one thing. But then when my mom would be like, "Oh yeah, if we get it, we get it," then I'm like, "Okay, fuck it."
Once I started watching a lot of like podcasts with people on it, and like that they were breaking down like more like doctors trying to like pretty much really trying to understand the virus and see how it worked. And when I finally understood that it was mainly attacking people that were like kind of unhealthy, for the most part, I was like. At that time, I was like 240 pounds. I was like, man, bitch, I couldn't. But I was like, you know what? I'm good for the most
I
part.
think we were all pretty heavy at that time too.
We were all heavy boys at the time. We were peak bulk.
I didn't get infected. I got infected from you.
Yeah, I know you got 15.
And I went everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jacob.
I never got it.
Jacob literally did.
Right when COVID
everything-
happened and the shutdown
Can you pass
started.
my drink? Thank you.
None of my entire house got it, except for my uncle.
Have you? None of your family has still gotten it, huh?
Remember when your family thought they had it but they didn't have it? I remember you had to get tested.
No, it's because my uncle had it.
Oh.
My uncle had it, but not my mom and my dad.
But anyways, Jacob, explain to the people what you did.
The moment COVID hit and everything started locked down, I traveled to Mexico with my mom and dad, and then I stayed there for like 6 months, then came back.
I
Here.
forgot you even went.
I came back
forgot
here. It was scary because in the plane right there when COVID hit the first time, airplanes were empty.
Did you go during March, or when did you go?
I don't remember,
Yeah, it was March.
but there was only 5 people on a plane, which was pretty cool.
Damn.
Only
Was that
5.
empty?
There was more people working on the plane than actual.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. Imagine, I literally would have thought it was a rapture.
And then then after that I came here, and then after that I went to a wedding in New York, where there was like 100, 300 people at that wedding. And I was the groomsman, so like I would have most contact with it. I shook everybody's hands when they walked in.
Damn.
Like the moment they walked in, I didn't even have a mask on. I was shake, oh hello, welcome in. I would lead them to the seats.
Did people wear masks in that wedding?
Only a handful. Oh wait, I did have a mask on because I almost passed out.
Wow.
During the speech, right? You told me that they give the speech for like a long time.
No, not the speech. The ceremony.
The ceremony. There.
They're
Because the venue forced you guys to get a mask, right?
They're very Catholic, so the ceremony was like almost like an hour.
Oh my.
An hour and going, and I was standing up with my hands behind my back. In front. I was like this, with a suit.
Yeah, popping that chest out.
Well, I was with a suit. I was with a suit and a mask on, and I'm like, oh my god, it's getting hot.
It was during the summer too, right?
I think so.
It's hot.
It was hot. I almost passed out. I was like, I can't breathe. I just can't breathe.
Damn, that sucks. And then you came back.
And I came back.
And also, you didn't even mention that you did everything in New York City. You did everything you're not supposed to do.
Okay, the wedding was not in New York. The wedding was in Birmingham. It was like really close
Upstate New York.
Upstate New York, close to Pennsylvania. But I want
to go there so bad.
But I went to New York City. I went to the
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty. I went to not the Eiffel.
This one was in Eiffel Tower. Empire State Building.
Empire State Building. I went to the Grand Station.
And none of your family got either, right?
No. I went to the I went in the subway.
Doesn't your mom see a lot of people at work for work?
Yeah.
Yeah, she works with people all the time. My dad's never gone in either.
One of her clients got sick and passed away, but she was really old, which is really sad too.
Yeah, I remember I'm never gonna forget this too, because I remember for the shop when COVID first happened. I think this was like late April, when we kind of started figuring out stuff how it worked, and the mortality rate was coming in. And I was like,
it was really low.
Dog, it's like 90%. I was like, oh, we chilling, dog. Never mind. Maybe I blew some performance. I stopped wearing my mask and stuff like that. And I was like, it's not a big deal if I get it that much, but I feel like people should, if you're scared of it and you have like these core mobilities, obviously wear it or be more careful. And I remember I had to pick up this customer named Bob. I'm never gonna forget him. It was quite the interaction with him, because he told me that you young people don't understand how bad this is. And I asked him, I was like, so do you watch CNN? He's like, of course. And I'm like, okay.
It's my prime source of information.
My prime source of information, CNN and MSNBC. I was like, all right, dog. We're not gonna see eye to eye here.
Do you think news outlets will ever die out? Now that more people are starting to do their own research? I mean, like a smaller amount, but... I
say yes, but not anytime soon.
Because I remember before, we used to have a lot of news networks.
We used to have a lot. I mean, we still do, though. We still have, like, a lot, but I feel like the more thing is that independent journalism is getting so huge that a lot of people are starting to realize they're more starting to try to listen to people that are not trying to push an agenda. They're just kind of, like, trying to speak the truth. Like, someone that I look up to a lot and I get a lot of my news information from, and just kind of, like, see how his end look is Tim Pool, and he's building up his own website, timcast.com. And they pretty much brought in recently a whole bunch of journalists. So now they're officially writing articles and stuff like that. They're basically becoming like a New York Times now. Like, they're going to eventually branch off and do a lot of stuff, which I think is awesome, because I watch a lot of people they have on, and people from all different types of like backgrounds, like conservative, liberals, all that stuff. And the biggest thing too is that I love is that they say is that, like, this is literally what we need to get back to. Is like, Tim, he said himself, he's pretty much a liberal kind of leftist guy, but he brings on conservatives all the time, and at the end of the day, they can sit down, they can have laughs, they can crack jokes, and that's what it's about. But all the time, a lot of the times, people get mad at him because he only has right-wing people on the show. But the thing is, the lefty people don't want to come. They don't want to have conversations.
But I mean, if he is like a part of the left or whatever, then what should it matter?
Exactly. But the thing is, like I was telling you, I don't remember who I was telling this to, but it's so crazy too, because I've literally grown up and see this with my own eyes to see how, like, what the party kind of like exactly was of like the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, which I think both of them have done pretty much sleazeback things. But the people that support the parties, like the regular average Americans, I've seen them how much they drifted away. Like, literally most of the right wing people have stayed on the right, while the left wing people get farther and farther and farther left. So from their perspective, they think anybody that's right wing is far right. But it is to them, because they're so far to the left that anybody on the right is like far
I mean, you
right.
could even be a moderate and have like a like agree with something that
Yeah.
like the right says, you're like, oh, like what the fuck, like this
Yeah.
and that.
Or like for example, like my homie Z was one time. I told him, was like, cause he told me like, who do you mainly watch for like political commentary and stuff like that? I was like, I like really like Tim Pool and stuff like that. He's like, oh, he's too right wing, and I'm like, bro, Tim's a liberal. Tim's a skater, beanie wearing, like punk rockin' loving, like literal liberal kid that grew up in Chicago. And literally lived in, I think he lived in San Francisco, I'm not sure, but I know he lived in LA. It's like, Tim's literally a straight up liberal guy, but he's a classical liberal guy, which is more like a center, a moderate person. Yeah. But the thing is, like, he's on Twitter a lot, so Twitter literally thinks Tim's a far right Nazi extremist.
Instagram and Twitter are so, like, it could be, depending on your feed, it could be gold.
And I think it's funny when they call him white supremacy because Tim's Korean.
What the hell?
Paul probably looks white.
He looks a little white. Yeah. I think it's funny too when they call Ben Shapiro Nazi.
This is a study from Stanford in Bangladesh. They did like a COVID. They proposed a COVID protection mask. They said their protection. They were less likely to get COVID by 11% if wearing masks.
11%?
I think
there's only a certain type of mask too. I think those cloth masks don't protect you for anything.
They don't protect you for anything.
So I think droplets get. You know what I think is kind of funny is that like when I'm at work and people talk about masks, like there's this one girl like literally a few days ago, there was a girl that had her mask down here. She was like on the phone and she pointed at me, pointed her. I was like, yeah, we're not supposed to tell people to put their mask on anymore. And then she's like, oh, well, I don't feel comfortable. And I was like, okay, well, you know, Target has this thing where if they don't feel comfortable, they don't have to. She was the only one working at Starbucks. So I was like, well, can't you get somewhere else to like ring them up and just make the drink? She was like, yeah, but then they guess end up leaving. But I think it's kind of funny because she just wears a regular cloth mask. But if people are that scared of it, they should all wear N95s. And I don't see a single soul wear them anymore.
Or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to stop because my dad never got COVID.
I mean, even back in the day, like, everyone that works in hospitals, they all just wear N95s.
Well, the thing is, too, is, like, I say the masks work is because my brother-in-law, at one point when he had COVID, I had COVID already, too. It's funny, too, because I remember that I already was clear from COVID, and I knew that I was clear because I got my test result back from the second one, and I was like, oh, so I have COVID antibodies. And I went into Jacob's house when they all had COVID. No mask, no nothing. I gave my sister a hug. She's like, you shouldn't even be here. We have COVID. It's like, but I'm good. She's like, I don't know, mijo. I don't know how this stuff works. I'm like, we'll be fine.
The thing is, like,
I went in your room and I laid on your bed for like 20 minutes. I was chilling. I was like, bro, I kissed my nephew on the cheek and I was like, I'm chilling. Well,
by that time, I was already kind of cleared. I stopped being symptomatic.
But your uncle and your aunt weren't. They weren't. They weren't dying. But like, you know, they still had like a lot of symptoms of COVID.
By the first week, I got all the symptoms, and by the second week, I stopped getting the symptoms.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the mic's on. Yeah, the mic's on. We're good.
No, their symptoms lasted like almost 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, a lot longer than the rest of us. Well, obviously because we're younger guys. But I say that masks definitely do work if you're wearing the proper ones. Because my brother-in-law John. So for those who don't know, I've mentioned in the past how like I work at a body shop, family-owned business, and my brother-in-law is basically like the manager, and he had to come in one day because he had to do some stuff on the computer that only he knew how.
Even when he had COVID.
Yeah, even literally when like a couple of days after he had COVID, he came in with 2 masks on, and my dad knew he was gonna come in. He had to talk to my dad about something, and my dad basically said, "I'm gonna risk it," and they both were wearing 2 masks, and they were literally just as close as me and Jacob were to each other. And like they were talking. We had the office shut down, obviously. We weren't taking customers at that time. But they were basically talking and stuff like that. My dad never got it to this day.
I think he did.
I don't think so. And I don't think your grandpa's asymptomatic.
I don't know, man. It is weird.
Because when he catches sicknesses pretty easily.
He does. And you know he got it.
Yeah, he exaggerates.
He's like,
really?
Yeah, fool stubs a toe. He's like, oh shit. Or remember when he gets a cramp all the time?
You got a leg cramp.
Bro,
when you're sitting down like this for too long, you get a cramp like here.
This was recently. When was it? I think it was Josiah's birthday, right?
His birthday.
So I went to Jacob's house for Josiah's birthday. And he got a cramp,
like right here. And
I had to come downstairs. I was Jacob's, and I had to come and massage him because I was the only one that knows how to massage off a cramp. But my dad always tells me and Jacob, I don't think you guys' cramps are hit like mine. We're like, dude.
Yeah, I got it worse.
I got it worse than you guys. I was like, Dad, like I get a cramp about 5 times in a week. I can force myself to get a cramp.
I don't remember the last time I got a cramp.
Actually, I haven't been cramping much anymore. But usually after lifting like a lot, I cramp up a lot. I think it just comes from a place of like dehydrating from the muscles, and I think it's like I've been forcing myself a little bit more to drink more water to make sure of it. I think I drink about a gallon a day. But I've been trying to force myself to drink a little bit more.
I don't think I can drink 1 gallon.
I can.
I can, but I would not enjoy it. Yeah. You know what's crazy is that when I wake up, I Google this thing, because I forgot what it's called. I think it's called sunken veins or whatever. But when your veins are bulging like this, when I wake up, I'm always dehydrated because I have to stop drinking water like an hour before I go to sleep because I wake up in the middle of the night to go pee. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I try to do this. Okay, I don't do the same thing, but it's more like right before I go to bed, I know I'm gonna take a piss, so I chug a shit ton of water. Cause mentally I'm like, all right, this water will come out right now too if I go take a piss. It don't work like that.
An hour later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll wake up and my veins are inside. Like, you know how they bulge out?
Yeah.
They bulge inside.
Oh wow.
And I'll go over and you can feel the indent inside.
Oh.
So whenever I'm dehydrated,
what the hell?
Whenever I'm dehydrated, my veins go inside. So whenever I wake up, I always look at my thigh and I'm like, oh damn, I gotta drink some water.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I feel like you should say F and just drink the water at night.
Well, sometimes I do. Like last night I did, but I always wake up dehydrated. I always wake up with my veins like on the inside.
You're waking up like hella sweaty and you're just.
Like, even like right here too. Sometimes like randomly I'll be at work and I'll look at this vein I have right here, and if it's inside, I'm like, damn, I gotta go chug some water.
Damn, I never got those before. I didn't know that was a thing.
I think it's a unique thing. I don't know what it is, but.
You're just a mutant or what?
They always go inside. Like it's crazy.
You're just a mutant or what?
I guess so. Yeah.
Speaking of mutants, Wolverine.
Two Wolverines.
You like that segment, huh? I know you like that segment. That's good, huh? Yeah.
I hope it's like the X-Men Origins.
I didn't think that game was that good.
I didn't get to play.
I liked it.
I played a little bit, but I didn't think it was that good. I was saying,
I played X-Men Origins, the PSP version.
I don't know.
Yeah, I did too. That shit was bad.
I don't know if it'll be good.
I finished it. It was bad.
It's terrible.
I don't know if it'll be good if it's open world because I don't know how it would work.
I think it'd be cool if you roll around on your bike and stuff like that.
The idea may be good, but
I think you have to.
How big would the world have to be?
I don't think it has to be that big. I like personally. I like to compare
or
the
different
maps.
Who would be like the villains and who would like
the government?
That's a good one.
I think it'd be cool.
It's always the government.
It's always the government.
Oh yeah.
Who's the enemy?
But I think
the government.
I wonder how if they add Sabretooth. I wonder how they're gonna make him look. Because in the movies they made him look really good.
But since it's gonna be like the first Wolverine we got in next gen.
Do you think they're gonna branch
Did we get
off?
one in PS4?
Huh?
Did you get a Wolverine game in PS4?
It's not coming to PS4.
But did we get one in PS4?
No.
Ever?
No.
PS3?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, PS3. Yeah. PS3 we got Wolverine Origins.
Okay. Yeah. I think they're gonna do an origin story, like oh, he's a kid, army, adamantium.
You know what? I don't really think so.
People may already. I think
because I personally
I don't think so either.
Personally, that 50-second trailer, the vibe it gave off to me was Old Man Logan vibes.
Yeah.
That's what it gave off to me.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
It gave off to me like a mature Wolverine.
For me, it either gave me.
They might do the Spider-Man thing. Where he's already like in his career.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that. Personally, I feel like they might even bring in the X-Men and be like, he's already part of the X-Men. He left them a long time ago, and he's like, he's done. Like he's just chilling around the world. Personally, I think it's going to be in Middle America, somewhere around there, like Ohio. Or I think it should be somewhere upstate, like maybe like Washington, Seattle. Because I personally think the vibe that I think that would fit the best would be a similar vibe to Seattle from like Infamous Second Son. Personally, that's just what I think.
I feel like there needs to be more like more foresty stuff.
Yeah, but like Seattle has a good amount of forest. Like you could put like
forest,
Vancouver and then like put like, oh, you're watching the trailer right now?
He looks
young. Like he looks like.
I don't know.
I don't know. Not like young.
Yeah, I don't think he looks young. I think he looks a little bit like.
That forearm says
40s.
I'm 50 years old.
Yeah, he looks a little older.
Yeah, he looks old.
Hold on.
Yeah.
They came out pretty good. Like it wasn't like Old Man Logan.
No, but like that. I mean.
So Old Man Logan, he had to force him out.
Definitely.
Little bar.
It's not like super Old Man Logan, but you know what I'm talking about? It's like he's older already. Like not the vibe that you get from the X-Men movies, but the vibes you get from the standalone Wolverine.
Maybe after everything's done.
Cause did you guys watch? You guys watched it, right? Just the Wolverine movie, the one that takes place in Japan.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
that's the vibe.
Yeah.
Of, that's the age of Wolverine. I'm assuming we're gonna get.
Okay.
Not like a young version of him, but like an older guy who's been experienced, who already worked with the X-Men and left them. He's just not down with it.
How are they gonna do that with the X-Men?
I think.
How?
What do you mean?
Would he already be in the X-Men, or would he be like?
No, he already was in the X-Men. He left.
He's not in that.
Because they can do it. Because look what Insomniac did with the Avengers. They put an Avengers Tower in there, and then literally Spider-Man. Peter's like, oh, they're always on the West Coast, you know.
Yeah.
They have a Murdoch freaking thing for the law firm. They have a freaking Doctor Strange thing. So there's obviously these characters exist in these universes, you know. Yeah. I think Insomniac is the people to do it too.
I wonder who they like choose as like villains or like people to be in it.
Personally, I think it might be Sabretooth.
You know, it's like Spider-Man had Black Cat.
Yeah. Oh, like who do you think is gonna be like the little random characters we'll see? It could be other X-Men. It could be like Nightcrawler or something like that.
Nightcrawler would be sick.
Nightcrawler or something like that.
I want to see Deadpool.
Deadpool?
The back.
I think we might see like a little
we'll see
cameo.
We'll see an Easter egg.
We'll see an Easter egg for sure.
Because they don't got...
They did come out with the Deadpool game like a while ago on PS3.
I remember that game.
People love that game.
Yeah. I remember it got mixed opinions. I still remember the IGN review though. It got a 6.
I think a Deadpool game would be really cool. Like Spider-Man.
Yeah. The thing with Deadpool is like... It could become so hack and slash. Because the Deadpool game, I saw it and like... It gets to a point where it might get boring.
Yeah, because it's just enemies and enemies.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think they could do it right.
They could do it right.
They could do it right if they wanted to. Because my opinion, my personal opinion, like favorite part where I saw Deadpool was Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Did you guys ever play that?
I did.
I'd never
I saw you play. It was really cool.
You never played it? That's one of the best Spider-Man games
I
of all
got
time.
my PS3 late.
That game was on everything though. That game was even on the Wii. I played on the Wii.
I didn't have a Wii.
Wii. But it was on PS3. It was on Wii. It was on Xbox 360. That game is the best Spider-Man game.
It was really cool.
Ever before Spider-Man PS4.
When I saw you play it and you were playing it again, my mom.
What about
I never forget it because my mom got
Amazing
mad.
Spider-Man?
It was okay.
The one based off the movie.
It was okay. It was okay.
You know, because I remember I would watch the Rad Brad
I played
it. The one thing I always loved about Spider-Man games, and I wish they did it on Spider-Man PS4, is that the more damage you take, the more ripped up your suit is.
Yeah, that was cool.
That thing I liked for the Amazing Spider-Man.
But the one the
Shattered Dimensions, I think did.
I saw you play and I played a little bit
about it. Yeah,
it was really cool because
I wish they did that.
Because
they did that even in the Batman Arkham games.
Yeah,
that's
did.
true.
I think they should do a Shattered Dimensions remaster. That would be insane.
Do you know what it is? Have you played it?
What?
Shattered Dimensions?
No. He said no.
It's because you go through different types of Spider-Man. Scarlet, Neo.
I think I know how it ends. I think
do?
Peter dies and like the 2099 helps him. Oh no.
You also play as the 29, but each Spider-Man plays slightly different with different abilities.
They all play completely different.
Mm-hmm.
The North Spider-Man literally played like a stealth Batman.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you had the symbiotic version of Spider-Man, and then there's this one mission where you go
Crane.
talk to Deadpool. Because he's having like a live like TV audience and stuff like that, and he's having like a contest, like an arena, and you're the main fighter, you're the main gladiator, and he's like trying to troll you the whole time, and then he's like, bro, Deadpool, I don't have time for this, bro. I need to get the magic pieces back. He's like, well, that's crazy because I got the magic piece right here. This is the reward for winning the contest. So you got to compete.
Pretty cool.
And he's the main boss at the end.
You know, do you think you'd hear about Spider-Man and Wolverine? Because like if they put them in the same universe,
maybe.
That'd be crazy.
It's Insomniac.
I think you can see like this is what they're gonna do. This is how they'll do it. There'll be a TV on somewhere in the open world, and there'll be a news broadcast.
But if they do Wolverine and Spider-Man, it's like how would the timeline fit? Like where would it take place? Because in this, would Wolverine be that much older than Peter, or like?
I think so. Well, if they're gonna do it based on Wolverine, like my perception is things they're gonna do it kind of similar to Wolverine Origins. So this fool's old. This fool been through it. This fool been through World War II, World War I, Civil War.
I don't think they're gonna do that. Maybe like after he's in the military, because I feel like they're gonna have to add something to the game where he gets like new powers or something.
Definitely.
Because if they add him old where he's already like built, like he has everything, then how would you kind of progress?
They always do flashbacks to Wolverine.
Well, my thing is they could do the Cal Kestis thing from Star Wars, where since he quit the X-Men, he hasn't had to use his powers like that in a long time. He's literally just been living.
So would he be targeted?
I think
that
so.
Bar, do you think he would be targeted?
So. That's probably what's gonna be doing. He's a target in the military's like, all right, we're doing this thing.
Even in the Origins, they were trying to shoot him in the head with that one special bullet. So after that, he could be like
targeted.
Yeah. We just text. But anyways, like, I think so. I think he's gonna be targeted
That'd
from
be
the
pretty cool.
from if it's not from the government, it's from some assassins or something like that. I personally
And
think
then maybe the X-Men could help him out.
maybe that's why I think that
Like,
I think
like-
maybe the X-Men might be disbanded in this universe, but there's still like reminiscences of the X-Men. That's why I'm thinking like we'll probably see characters like Nightcrawler or stuff like that.
Cool.
I still don't know how they're gonna do open world.
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't
no
know how it
idea.
would work.
I don't think it's that hard though.
It is freaking hard.
Really?
I do think so.
I think they could just add a parkour mechanic and they just make the claws go through the freaking.
It's lame. How you're not gonna be going fast like Spider-Man?
No, but they can. But you can go like. You don't think so, bro? Think about it. Just think about it. Like they have like a faster like.
Spider-Man like,
No,
oh, I'll
you
meet
know-
you there. I'll run there.
You know, it'd be cool if you just start walking and then Ghost Rider comes and you kill Ghost Rider and take his bike.
Like I
That'd be
see
crazy.
like what you said the motorcycle because
The motorcycle would
It
fit
would be
and
pretty
it
cool.
makes sense.
But think about it. Like if you look at the freaking damn dog's barking. But if you look at the parkour for Assassin's Creed Unity, you seen it?
yeah, but Wolverine doesn't move like that.
But this is the thing. Look, make a move similar, slightly less aesthetic like that. Like he doesn't have to do all
But
these
then
crazy
if
flips.
he's old, would he move that fluid?
But here's the thing.
Not bad.
Yes. He's Wolverine. He doesn't have that problem.
I know.
That's
But
true.
yes, he can move that fluid. That fluid, and then the more and more you level
He's
up, like
part
a certain-
ninja. He's part ninja. It's kind of hard to see him. I've never seen him like move like that.
Yeah.
I'm very.
But yeah, I can see
You
it,
imagine
though.
you imagine it just stiff, just like
because he doesn't.
with his
Because
claws.
Wolverine's like not the guy that he does like do covert ops.
I mean, it would make sense,
But
because
he's the type of guy that knock on the door and show up and start beating people.
I think it
Yeah.
would make sense because even in the origins in the video game, his brother Sabretooth was super like acrobatic.
Yeah.
So if Wolverine kind of did that like too, especially after like the military and stuff, I feel like it could work.
I think so too. I think they could do it.
The only reason I see the motorcycle is because it's a PlayStation exclusive. And
He's wearing the
PlayStation like to share ideas through their
I can
games.
see like them use like the Days Gone mechanic.
The Days
That would be
Gone
really
cool.
motorcycle is the best thing I've played in a while.
Yeah, they could probably see. I literally think that the aesthetic of the game is going to be Infamous Second Son meets the Forest of Days Gone.
Like people that play Days
That's
Gone
how I think it's gonna
and they're
be.
like motorcycle enthusiasts, they like, oh, it feels so good. The movement, the weight of the bike. Oh, so
Yeah.
Exactly. There you go.
you got creepers on your ass.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think we have to worry about the movement in the game. I think the movement's going to be solid, especially for Insomniac.
You know,
They made this. They literally revolutionized web swinging.
You should play
Yeah.
Days Gone.
I'll play it soon.
you should play this guy.
But they literally revolutionized web swinging. Like Peter or even Miles, they move where I want them to
The
move.
exaggerated
They-
swagger of black tea.
Literally, I think about it. I'm like, I think the web's gonna go that way. Oh shit! I pressed the button and it did go that way. You know, it's like they just got it so well done. Everything you move in that game is just impeccable. It's beautiful.
Except those damn challenges.
Spider-Man 2.
Those
is gonna be
freaking-
crazy, bro.
Those screwball
Spider-Man 2 is
challenges.
crazy.
Hell.
I hope it is Kraven the Hunter because I don't think.
It is
I think
Kraven.
so. I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't think anyone else makes sense.
I think it's Craven the Hunter.
Especially with what he says.
I didn't think it was
Yeah.
Venom. I didn't think it was Venom until they panned to Venom. He was talking. He's
I
like,
expected to see.
I'm
Venom.
looking for an equal, and Craven's always looking for an equal.
Yeah.
And I literally said, "Oh, it's Craven, it's Craven." Then they said Venom. I'm like, "Is Craven in the back? Like, what's going on?" 'Cause I didn't think it was Venom at the beginning.
No, I don't think Venom was even. I think Kraven was talking, but Venom was the one that chimed in. He's like,
Yeah.
"Yes, like, we
Yeah.
will." Dude, he sounded, bro. When I heard Venom's voice, he gave me goosebumps.
It was really good.
Dude, it sounds so good.
Impeccable. I loved it.
I hope you can play as him too. Because
I think it'd be really
I feel
cool
like
as a
he's
playable
going through
character.
like an anti-hero type thing.
Yeah, because we're pretty sure it's Harry.
Yeah.
It's Harry. Yeah. If you play Spider-Man PS4, we're pretty sure it's gonna be kind of Harry. I think it'd be
I
cool.
wonder who else will be in it.
Are you gonna cry?
I just my biggest thing is I wonder what they're gonna do with the open world. Like, are they just gonna give us New York again?
I don't think I would mind that as long as they did something different.
I don't mind it too, but like,
always been New
They
York.
have to give it an aesthetic. I think they should add another location. though.
Always been.
They can't like Brooklyn or something.
Mm-hmm.
You could.
Brooklyn, Queens, I don't know, something.
I think they do have to do something different. Because
Alright.
if it's the exact same from the first one, I'd be like, oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. It's like I think they need to go a little bigger. Just a little
Like
bit.
Saints Row 3 to Saints Row 4, I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks.
It was the same map.
It's exactly the same map.
I didn't know that.
It was exactly the same map. They just added that alien stuff.
I didn't really play Saints Row 3
Yeah.
much.
So
So.
it's the same exact map.
I hate when games do that. It's like a copy. That's what I was telling Jacob about Ghost.
That's the reason why people didn't like Saints Row 4 because it was really copy and paste.
I didn't.
Because in Saints Row 3,
Damn.
there was like a mission with all those superpowers. That's why people were like, oh, this would be so cool if it was main games.
And
Boom.
then
Saints Row 4.
the
they
homeboys
added-
was like, really?
Yeah.
You buy it?
That was it.
$60?
Yeah.
You buy this game? I bet. Get them little billies to work.
That's
on
why
it.
I personally didn't like Saints Row 4 that much.
See, I didn't play Saints Row 3 much, and when I played Saints Row 4, I was like, this is a fantasy to me.
I only play PlayStation 3.
But
Saints Row 3 is good.
but
I think they have a remastered for the
yeah, they do.
PS4 or something like that.
Yeah, a PS5 upgrade just came out too.
Oh.
But that's why I was telling Jacob about Ghost of Tsushima. That kind of worries me about it. Is like, I don't.
No, they're
want-
doing another island.
Yeah, they can't. But now it's not Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes, it is.
It's no, because it's not just Tsushima.
It's Ghost of another island.
Ghost of Japan.
What I'm thinking is like I
think they could still call it Ghost of Tsushima because that's where he originated.
Yeah.
but I don't think there's gonna be Jin anymore. I have a feeling.
No. It has to be Gene.
Maybe his wife or his son or something like that. I don't know.
His wife is the girl Yuna.
It has to be Yuna.
And then it became a boy.
They
Boy.
bonded so well.
I know they bonded so well. Sometimes I looked at the chemistry. I was like, this fool Gene trying
You
to.
know,
get
I
out.
replayed the game and I could have sworn they kissed, but they never did.
Yeah, I could have sworn they were gonna do it too hard.
Yeah.
So many times I was like, "You gonna do it? You gonna do it?"
They don't
I
do
just
it.
walk away. He's like, "I'll see you later." You know what I'm saying? See you later. That's like, okay. Good. But because personally, I think if they do make a second game, I think it'd be really good if they make it on the mainland, which
Hope
is
it's
Japan.
Jin, but
You know, I don't think I would like it in Japan because it goes from going from one side of the map to the other takes so long. Like replaying Ghost,
imagine
like right now,
the
it's
Demon
so
Slayer
big.
world, but with Jin.
Don't get me wrong, I think it would be cool, but like, I just think the map would just be so big.
I think one thing they should do though.
It's gonna be like an Assassin's Creed game where the map
But,
is
but,
like.
but we won't have Tsushima Island. What are you talking about? You think
If-
just thinking
if he-
that
if he
you're just
goes to
thinking
Japan.
you're just thinking mainland Japan would be so big that it's annoying.
Yeah,
I see.
because Tsushima is a tiny island,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
and
and
tiny.
even Iki's kind of like it's a
Yeah,
decent
it's so
size
tiny.
and a lot smaller than.
I don't think they would do
Tsushima.
the whole map though.
No,
It's too big.
it's too big.
too big.
And knowing Insomniac, no Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
They won't do the whole map. Freaking Infamous wasn't even that big, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah, but one thing I think they would do though is what's it called? I could also see them just not continue with Gene's story and make a new character, and instead of Ghost of Tsushima be Ghost of Valhalla or something like that. You know, like I think they should literally take Assassin's Creed idea and slap them in the face with
They
it.
would too.
They taking the animus out of the thing, taking all this stuff of it, and it's just the story of a person that became.
They
a
would,
thing is
ghost.
the
they, would,
Animus-
they would destroy Assassin's Creed.
They would
with that.
destroy.
The thing with
Assassin's
Assassin's Creed Animus, the Animus held it back so much that people hated it. Cause it'd be like,
I think the Animus is the only thing that like made it make sense for like back in the days.
sometimes, yeah. But so, it'd be cool, like, oh, just play the story of this assassin that grew up.
I was always hoping after Assassin's Creed 3, you'd see what was the main character's name? Start with a D.
Delson.
House. No, not Dawson. It was
I
the main the guy in Real World.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, what was his name? I actually do know it. Taylor.
in Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to think it's like Dynamis or something like that.
No.
Demetrius? No, not Demetrius.
That's because the Animus took you out of the fun. You were like, oh, shoot, I'm back in reality.
Yeah.
I gotta do homework.
Gotta do homework. And then some of the things that you do while you're outside of the
It
Animus
was
was just not
Delson.
good. No, it wasn't Delson.
Daniel Cross.
Oh, Daniel.
It was
oh,
Daniel? There is no way it was Daniel.
Oh, I don't know.
That's not AC3.
That's not Daniel.
That's AC4. That has to be AC4. You're an employee.
No, because the main character.
Connor?
The main
That's
character.
the main character for 3.
Altair.
Altair is the main character for 2.
The main character for
I
1.
don't know.
Main character, Altair. Altair is main character for 1.
1.
Ezio is main character for 2.
Yes.
3 is Connor Kenway, Edward Kenway. 5.
We have no
Unity.
5.
Unity is 5.
Unity's 5. I don't know.
I didn't play Unity. I still gotta play
I
it.
love Unity.
What is-
Desmond.
There you
Desmond.
go.
So
I said
there was
that-
a reason.
You never said Desmond. You said Dennis or something like that.
Yeah, you said Delson.
You said Delson. That's
They-
not Desmond.
That's infamous.
Because, bro, I think it would have been so cool because in Assassin's Creed 3, there was part where he would leave the Animus, he would do parkour outside
Yeah.
the building.
Everything
so
he
everyone,
learned.
I thought it was the game, they were going to do a modern day Assassin's Creed.
You know what I think
would
they
be
should
so
do?
cool.
And I think they should do that. You know
Should.
why? Because right now with Watch Dogs, Blood Legion, the DLC that came out recently, they have like a little Assassin's Creed tie-in with the new thing, and it's modern day.
Did you
I
play
think they
C3?
should do it.
I did.
Do you remember the
I
part?
didn't play it, but I watched the...
Okay, yeah, there's a
watched
part
it,
where he's
but-
doing parkour and he jumps off a building and parachutes down. And I was thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, imagine I get a whole other map. I'm like, but I didn't. But
Yeah, he did it.
That's why Assassin's Creed 3 like had everyone thinking, it's like, bro, is it gonna make it modern?
They could have.
Dude, they could. They could make it so cool.
England got no guns, so what the heck?
Even if they did do guns.
Yeah.
Because even in AC4 they introduced
You
guns.
dodge 'em.
I think they should just go. I think it'd be interesting if they go like really way back, like or like not super way back, but if they did like the Civil War, throwing rocks at each other. I think it'd be cool like a Civil War.
That would
Again?
be pretty cool.
No, this is the Revolutionary War.
Oh.
Civil War
Oh,
would be
Civil
different.
War.
That'd be really cool.
That would be pretty cool.
I think it'd be cool.
Captain
The
America.
bloodiest war in American history.
Captain
One of the
America
bloodiest war
Civil
in
War.
history. Huh?
Captain America Civil War.
Captain America Civil War, dude.
Have you seen the video with like guys like, how you know what the Civil War? Oh, Civil War, Captain America. No, dummy, the actual
that's Civil War. Shit. But anyways, we're getting pretty close to the mark of boys. Any final thoughts you want to give up? We started talking originally with something completely.
AC3 fix your game, please. Make the combat better. I'm tired of the combat.
You know, I haven't heard anything like Assassin's Creed in a while.
Because they trash.
I do. We hear it all the time.
Huh?
But they just update Valhalla.
No, but I haven't heard.
They gave it a
anything
DLC,
new.
right?
It's not gonna get.
'Cause when did Valhalla come out?
Valhalla got a
Oh,
DLC.
really?
Yeah, Valhalla got a DLC.
It wasn't that good.
Dude, they should.
No, it wasn't.
Dude, they should just make a new one. Just start fresh.
Yeah.
Everyone's making remakes now. Dead Space remake.
They
Like,
should do, like-
a lot of people are
I honestly
remaking their
wouldn't
games
mind
from
if
the
they
start.
just made like a rebrand of the game.
I wouldn't. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. And they go back with the Assassin's.
3 games is
like,
enough.
model.
3 games of the same combat, same parkour. We scrap that bitch and make something else. Give them 2 years, 3 years, make it. Maybe 4.
Yeah, they changed so much. Much.
The new style of Assassin's Creed are like night and day compared to the old
Mhm.
ones. But yeah. Any final thoughts? We started talking about the governor and the recall, and then somehow we ended up here. We talked about freaking.
Don't blame prices going up and gas going up. That was the governor's fault.
We started talking about that. We somehow had led to Jacob talking about poop and coffee, and then freaking COVID, and then freaking video games. It was a good episode, solid episode. We're all over the damn place. We gotta get better at like staying on topic. But
It's hard.
it's hard. It's like, especially the way we talk. It's just like, that's literally the way I talk. It just, damn, we have the ice cream truck outside. It's loud as hell.
Paletero.
El paletero. Anyways, final thoughts.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, guys. We out.